Very good morning to all. This lecture is about cloud based application development and management, and the code is TCS 552. Myself, Dr. Sachin Sharma. We are discussing Unit 3 of Advanced Cloud Computing. Intercloud. In coming years, users will be able to see the plethora of cloud several providers around the world who are desperate to provide resources such as computers, data, and instruments to scale science, engineering, and business application. As we know that there are many cloud computing service providers who already into the market, and there are many who are planning to get into the cloud business. As the number of service provider increase in the market, it will create a lot of competition with a lot of resources for the customers. The market competition will impact the cost of the services, and it will be beneficial to the client or the customer. In the long run, these cloud services may require sharing its load with other cloud 28 service providers, as users may select various cloud services to work on their applications collectively. As you are familiar that when number of telecom companies introduced into the Indian market, the government issued the flexibility to choose among the service provider. So for example, if you are BSNL customer and you would like to switch to the Jio or Airtel or Idea, you can port your number. By providing this portability service, it helps to the customer to choose the cost effective plan or cost effective services from the service provider at reduced cost. Same method will help when number of cloud computing service providers will be in the market. That competition will reduce the cost of the service, and from the client or customer point of view, it will be so helpful for them to choose the service that user want, and they switch the service provider as per the client and customer convenience. This dispersed cloud initiatives, it also lead to the creation of disparate clouds with little or no interaction between them. So as the cloud computing service provider increase in the market, there's a lot of flexibility will come in the cloud service business. How does the intercloud model will impact the cloud services? The intercloud will promote interlinking of islands of clouds where the cloud computing resources are situated through peering arrangements to enable intercloud resource sharing. Intercloud will also provide a scalable structure for clouds that allow them to interconnect with one another and grow in a sustainable way. Green computing is the one concern that to optimize the existing resource utilization so that the sustainability can be increased. Intercloud will also help to create a global cyber infrastructure to support e-science and e-business applications. So these are the advantages of using intercloud model. Content delivery network, CDN, it's a system of distributed servers or networks which deliver pages and other web content to a user based on the geographic location of the user and the origin of the web page and the content delivery server. So this CDN gives the access of the distributed server to the client or to the user. When user would like to access any data over internet, any web content over internet, the CDN is responsible to deliver that content from the server. How does a CDN work? At its core, a CDN is a network of servers which are linked together with the goal of delivering content as quickly, cheaply, reliably, and securely as possible. So, the objective of CDN is to deliver the content which is requested by a user and a client, and how the CDN can quickly deliver the content that user requested for, how cost effectively CDN deliver the content to the client, and how much security provide by CDN to the content. When the speed and connectivity is the concern, CDN place the servers at the exchange points between different networks. If we think in a global scenario where billions of users are using internet services, and in every second more than billions of queries are raising, so when the speed is concerned, cost is concerned, security is the concern, CDN is responsible to create multiple nodes, multiple servers to maintain the quick response. The internet exchange points, we also call IXP, are the primary locations where different internet providers they connect to each other to make sure the traffic origin on different network, but it should deliver, the content should deliver, the access should be approachable to the end user. By having a connection to these high speed and highly interconnected location, CDN provider is able to reduce cost and transit times in high speed data delivery. So the high speed data delivery security of the content is the responsibility of CDN provider. What are the benefits of using CDN? CDN improve website load times by distributing content closer to website visitors. By using a nearby CDN server, that's a part of the optimization of the server. Visitors experience faster page loading times. As visitors are more inclined to click away from a slow loading site, a CDN can reduce bounce rates and increase the amount of time that people spend on the site. In other words, a faster website means more visitors will stay and stick around together and longer. The next benefit of CDN is reducing bandwidth cost. The bandwidth consumption cost for website hosting is a primary expense for website. Via caching and other optimization techniques, CDN are able to reduce the amount of data an origin server must provide so that hosting cost can be reduced for website owners. Increasing content availability and redundancy is the another benefit of CDN. The large amounts of traffic or hardware failures can interrupt normal website function, and thanks to their distributed nature, a CDN can handle more traffic and withstand hardware failure better than many origin servers. The improving website security is another benefit of using CDN, where CDN can improve security by providing DDoS mitigation. That's the one type of attack, denial of service attack, which can be reduced and improvement to the security certificate and other optimization. So these are the benefits of using CDN. What is Anycast? Anycast is a network which address and route the method in which incoming requests can be routed to a variety of different location or nodes. Whenever we talk about the network, if a sender would like to send any message to receiver, the network addressing is important. And through routing methods, it will be delivered and the message will be delivered from sender to receiver in optimized way. Many of you have question about the network addressing and routing method. We can take the example that if you would like to go from Delhi to Dehradun, you have multiple ways. Either you can go by air, you can go by train, or you can go by road. So there are three routing methods. By using, you can reach to the destination. Now the question comes, which one to choose and which one you should put in the priority. It depends upon you whether you would like to save the time, then you will choose the air. If you don't comfortable with the flight, then you will choose the train. And if you are more willing to drive your car and drive your vehicle, then you will choose on road. This is the same way how the network addressing can be done. If you would like to send an email to your friend who are sitting in Delhi from and you are sitting on Dehradun, so there are multiple routers which are available in that route. So what is the best path to deliver that email from Dehradun to Delhi? So that routing method is designed by using the optimization methodology by the network service provider. In that context, a CDN Anycast typically routes incoming traffic to the nearest data center with the capacity to process the request efficiently. And there are selective routing allows an Anycast network to be resilient in the face of high traffic volume, network congestion, and DDoS attacks. What is an origin server? The purpose of an origin server is to process and respond. To whom? To incoming internet requests which are coming from internet clients. The concept of an origin server is typically used in conjunction with the concept of an edge server or caching server. At its core, an origin server is a computer running one or more programs that are designed to listen for and process incoming internet requests. An origin server, it can take all the responsibility of serving up the content for an internet property such as website, provided that the traffic does not extend beyond what the server is capable of processing and latency is not a primary concern. So a origin server can define in multiple ways, but the basic idea of origin server is to it handles the process and main objective of the origin server is to respond to the internet client as per their request. What is a CDN edge server? A CDN edge server is a computer that exists at the logical extreme or the edge of a network. An edge server often serves as the connection between separate networks. And what is the primary purpose of CDNS server? It is store content as close as possible to a requesting client machine. And what is the use of it? It reduce latency and improve the page load time. So CDNS server reduce the delay of the web content access services. That's it for the day. I hope you have enjoyed the lecture. Thank you.